Why your data is the new gold, and who is buying it. Every time I tap continue with Google or log in with Facebook, I'm not just opening an app, I'm opening a data pipeline. Here's what that means. A single login hands the app my basic profile, email, name, maybe a phone number, that's the obvious part. Behind the scenes, the app likely includes software kits, analytics, ads, crash reporting, personalization vendors. They collect device IDs, app events, time in app, what I click, what I search, and where I am. Precise or approximate. Now connect that to an ad network. The moment I open the app, it fires beacons. User launched. Category. Shopping. Device. Model X. Location. City Y. An ad exchange receives that signal and runs an auction in milliseconds. Buyers bid based on how valuable I look. Purchases, browsing, subscriptions, even offline data matched through loyalty cards. Who builds those profiles? Data brokers. They buy, scrape, and infer. They link hashed emails to cookies, mobile ad IDs, and IP addresses. They buy anonymized datasets and then de-anonymize by cross-referencing patterns, like a puzzle where my habits are the edges. I don't have to tell them I'm into outdoor gear, my late-night cart abandons, location pings near trailheads, and past shipments to my address do that for me. With one login, an identifier gets attached to this web, not just inside the app, but across apps that reuse the same kits. My anonymous device ID becomes a durable tag. When I see an ad, I'm seeing a hypothesis about me. Real-time bidding says, this person is likely to buy in the next 7 days. Bid higher. It feels abstract, but the money is concrete. Advertisers pay more for precision. Platforms take a cut. Brokers sell segments. New parents, high-value gamers, frequent travelers, and get paid again. Consent screens? They help, but they're complex by design. Improve your experience often means improve our profiling. Regulations exist, GDPR, CCPA, but enforcement and user literacy lag. Meanwhile, the market optimizes around what's still allowed. I can limit ad tracking, use Apple's ATT and Android's privacy dashboard, and turn off personalized ads in Google and social settings. I can use email aliases, sign-in keys, or separate logins instead of universal SSO. I can revoke permissions, especially location and contacts, reset ad IDs, clear browser data, and opt out at broker portals. Here's the takeaway. If an app is free, my data is underwriting it. Knowing the trail is step 1. Choosing when to light it is step 2. That's how my data stops being everyone's gold.